Hey sports fans, my name is Greg Medford. Coming in from Medford Knife and Tool, Phoenix, Arizona. Got some knives headed out. Stuff's going to Knife Joy. A lot of you know Knife Joy. If you're online, you buy stuff. A lot of really cool pieces here. Kind of run through them very quickly for you. Let's start over here with the bushy. What are we calling this thing now? Do we have a new name for this?
The sand, maybe?
Yeah, the San. So
San.
we actually renamed this, you guys, the San, S-A-N, which is after a primitive indigenous tribe of Bushmen in Africa. And it's our bushcrafter knife. We called it the Bushy because you come up with a working name. The name, every time I heard it, rubbed me a little wrong. So we have some very early sheaths that have top hide here and show some rough out bottom hide on the wrap. The second generation of these did these a little more crafty, and you'll see we did the flip the other way and did the double over tuck on the inside. Much like the guy from Silence of the Lambs, we did the tuck back to where you couldn't see it anywhere. And on that sheath, it's top hide all around on the outside. Odd chic me. So, the knife, it's pretty sweet. It kind of tucks down in here out of the way. It's a welt construction, really nice sheath setup. Little tie down so it's not flapping if you carry it low on your belt. A lot of times when I'm out bushwhacking, I have this stuff on my pack when I'm going long distances. I would take all my extra shit and I'll bag it and put it in the pack so it's not rubbing against me, and that way my body's only kind of rubbing against fighting one piece of equipment, which is my backpack. Then when I get where I'm going, I kind of kit up my stuff. Beautiful knife. It's got some things about it. It's got a little fire started groove. It's raw CPM 3V, super tough, easy to refresh the edge. It's got a nice sharp back to rub on a ferrule rod or to do some kind of use to scuff and make some make yourself some fire starting shavings. The handles are fully 3D surfaced and sculpted. It's got a little bit of tang sticking out, so you can use it this way, or you can do some hammering with it from the side if you're crushing some stuff or whatever. Maybe you're doing a little cooking and some moisture got in some of your seasoning that you brought along, and you're doing some campfire cooking, you want to smash it out a little bit. Maybe you've got some crack and you want to smash out the crack before you snort it. You could use the end of the
Breaking up that rock.
Right? Okay. That's the sand.
How about that part?
Fire starting groove. Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay.
I've got a peanut gallery in the camera operations today. She kind of jumps in with us. You saw her nails. And everyone's going to be like, put her on camera. Get rid of you, you fat, ugly fucker. No, you get me today. We've got some CV20 Praetorian T's. You can see that denoted by the V that's engraved here on the blade. All three of these are the tail end of the CV20 project that went to Knife Joy. If you guys want to know details about these, this is kind of tumbled with a little polish and bronze on it. Kind of a polished tumble with some dark blue to borderline purple, and then some light blue contrast hardware, flamed hardware, contrast bright hardware. When we're making knives, we have a tendency, I think it turns out best when you've got some contrast colors. And unless somebody's like trying to be Mr. Secret Squirrel snooping and pooping, guys want their knife to look cool. So that's what we do. It kind of shows all the textures better. We do a blackout version of things, which you're going to see next on a Micro Praetorian. And the blackout version, a lot of stuff just disappears. They've got a very flat, kind of unidimensional look to them, so very monotone. So we've got a Micro Praetorian here, an original Micro Praetorian T, fully blacked out except for the stop pin. You can kind of see what disappears there. Same model, all with a polished tumble, contrast hardware. Same model, contrast hardware. Got some Second Amendment on it. Shall not be infringed with the two. Little multi-tone. This has been pinstriped around the edge. Bronze and blue anno, bronze hardware. Pretty sick looking knife with a polished blade. Get my glasses on. This is an S45 EM blade. S45. Moving on to couple Praetorian Slims. Just an awesome knife. And I still carry one of these all the time. It's on bearings, it's got no play, lovely cool knife, it's got great markings on it. Just manly and sexy at the same time. These are kind of cool. I used to call this one Searchlight. I don't know what everyone calls it anymore. What do you guys call this one?
Laser tag, I think.
Laser tag. Laser beam. We call it laser beam. S45 VN blades. Still of the completely hand ground variety. Praetorian Slim in Tonto. All in a tumble polish finish. The thing about this finish, guys, you know, I know most of you, for those of you who are assassins and you're sneaking around in the dark and zero reflectivity is a really big deal for you, maybe these aren't going to be the knife for you. But those of you who like a really cool knife that's going to pocket well, slide in and out of your pocket really nicely, cause as little chafing and wear as on your pants as possible, perfect knife for you. Another, this is a Swift FL. This is a flipper and a hybrid integral aluminum frame with titanium lock, frame lock knife. It's got a little more heft to it. So you can see dimensionally, very similar, similar knife. Oh my God, this is a
Slim MIDI.
it's a Slim MIDI, jeez. So Praetorian Slim MIDI. Very similar knife, but a lot of guys don't necessarily want them this thin, so this is a compromise. So it gives you a little more handle to get your hand on, a little more heft to it. I really like this. I love the flipper action on it. Just a lovely knife. Got a big old tactical edge. Lovely, tough knife in kind of blood red and contrast hardware with a tumble blade. What's this one called again? This is this. Is this a Smooth Criminal? Man, these really came out nice. So Smooth Criminal. Blue chassis, contrast hardware, titanium clip and hardware. It's really, really a lovely little knife. How much does this thing retail for?
They're $325 base price.
Just an amazing, that's an amazing American-made knife. Another one in black and blue, all black hardware with blue on it. You guys will also notice the logo. It's engraved and lasered, the American flag. Super sexy. It's here as well. It just shows a little differently because you don't have the black background. And then an M48 with the new Magnus tip the way I actually wanted it from the beginning. Gives the blade a little less mass out at the end, a little more point to work with. Flips like a machine gun. This one's, oh my God, this has got that kind of, what's that thing with Tony Stark?
Iron Man.
It's got a little Iron Man look to it with the red and the gold. That's actually really sexy. Super sexy knife. That's what's headed out to Knife Joy. Chris has got a bunch of cool things going there. He's got some new members to his team, so welcome aboard to you guys. Hope it goes really well. And we have some really cool projects coming through, some new iterations of things we've done in the past. We've never done as cool as we did on this. You know, as time goes by, since we're not like a giant company that's entrenched in our ways, every time we make a knife, we work on adjustments and improvements every single time. We may do upgrades to the Praetorian T 3 times a year. We're doing some, are we allowed to tell anybody about the, no. Oh, we're not allowed to tell anybody?
Not yet on that one.
Not yet on that one, okay. So I'm not allowed to tell you guys yet, but it is the coolest sheath we've ever done for one of these things that we're making that we can't tell anyone about.
That one, yeah.
We can tell everybody about the machete?
Yeah.
The machete is really cool, you guys. So we took our standard platform machete with cool handles, did a new skeletonized, hand-stitched leather sheath. It's fucking gorgeous. Hope you guys love it. This is going to be a great addition to the lineup that Chris has got over there at Knife Joy. And it's cool that they have the balls to do something that's not in the mainstream operational zone of knife sales. Something a little fringy but cool. I think he's done really well with our machetes in the past. Anyways, Stuff's headed to Knife Joy. You can reach out to those guys. 870-818-740. I'm sorry, 870. Gotta wear your glasses. 870-318-7408. They're in Arkansas. KnifeJoy.com. Check them out.